thank you. Keep it going for everyone you've seen so far, please. Please remember, a round of applause is the best time to slap someone. No one will ever hear it. The noises cancel each other out. It's kind of like jerking off when it's raining. Or jerking off when you're frying an egg. Or jerking off when a couple of horses are clip-clopping down Carlson Post. I'm in that weird stage of facial hair growth where people can't tell if I'm growing a mustache or I just ate a kiwi. I am growing a mustache though. I'm growing because a lot of my friends are having children. And I never want any of them to ask me to babysit. You guys ever gotten a wet willy from someone who really needs to cut their fingernails? Or an uncomfortable situation? This is a more relatable joke. You guys ever chew up all your fingernails? So you run out of fingernails? So you have to hang out behind a nail salon? Wait for them to throw all their nails in the dumpster? Eat up all those, and 5 days later you shit out a human ham? So we're a straight crowd? You guys ever been so lonely you dress up like a dog just to trick people into touching you? I've had kind of a weird day. I think my barber works for ISIS. I told him to take a little off the top and he tried to cut my whole fucking head off. I said, no, just a number one on the sides, and he pissed in my face. Really tough day. I spent 7 hours digging in the cold, unforgiving earth, only to lose so much weight from the exertion that my dead cousin's suit didn't fit. I have been trying to get in shape, though. I heard stress burns calories, so I paid someone to kidnap my family. It was a good crowd. You guys having a good work week, everyone? Good work week? Yeah, something I like to do for my job. I like to go out for my job as an Uber driver. And when the passengers get in, they see I'm dressed from head to toe as a crash test dummy. And I lock the doors, I'm like, buckle up, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. Yeah, I love to do pranks. Another prank I like to do, I like to order a UPS truck from UPS, just so us delivery driver walk home. No? Alright. I egged the house recently, and then I realized the house was made out of sperm. Now there's a 3,000-foot baby on the loose. All right. Sometimes I like to sneak into my brother's room while he's sleeping, and I pick my nose and I put my boogers into his nose. You guys might be thinking that's disgusting, but you guys don't know my brother. My brother actually eats his boogers. So in a way, I was just packing his lunch. Are these jokes relatable? Yeah. Another prank I like to do, I like to go up to the bouncer at a strip club. I'm like, hey man, any strippers have birthdays coming up? And he'll tell me, and on that day I'll buy like a huge bouquet of flowers, and I'll place them on the doorstep of that strip club with a card that reads, "Happy birthday, Mom. The dumpster only made me stronger." Anyone? You like that one? Why are you sitting on the ground? We've come a long way since the dumpster. Yeah, I'll be pretty rich soon, you know. I'm creating an invention called Tinder for Animals, you know. Just imagine like a grizzly bear looking at a bunch of pictures of salmon and always swiping right. Once he sees a salmon he really likes, you know, or as he calls it, his special Sam one, decides to go on a date with this salmon. Right? Gets all dressed up, puts on a fedora, tie, half Windsor, not a full Windsor. Bears don't have that kind of dexterity. He goes out to meet the salmon for a date, dressed up as Fozzie Bear. I want to realize at the last second that the salmon is a catfish. Thanks for bearing with me on that one. Yeah. I feel like I should have taken a longer pause. Yeah. You know, if I do bear jokes in Asia, it's called pandering. You guys ever think like a homeless person would make an amazing realtor? Because they're like genuinely impressed with every house they see? So I know there's a rat problem, at least you don't have to go to the grocery store anytime soon. You may see a broken refrigerator, but I see the world's slowest oven. Optimist. Optimist. Anyone? You guys think Alicia Keys' song, I Keep on Falling, would have like a completely different meaning if she was an elderly woman? Turns like a fucking Life Alert commercial. I just think like a $5 bill used to be a square instead of a rectangle. Because like some clever person decided not to include Abraham Lincoln's top hat. Yeah, some people have encyclopedic knowledge, I have Wikipedic knowledge. Or just make up a bunch of shit, right? Yeah, Abraham Lincoln always used to like pull rabbits out of his hat. John Wilkes Booth hated magicians. Boom, did it again. You know, according to the market in top hat comedy. A lot of people don't like a good top hat joke. They say it goes over their heads. Not my best bet. I feel like I've done better and I let you all down just now. What was I talking about? Yeah, getting older, you know. You ever feel like you're getting so much older, you get like so much pubic hair that your penis begins to look like a wounded animal caught in a barbed wire fence? Now I realize a lot of words, I don't really know what they mean. Like until recently, I thought white privilege was just the newest seasonal beer from Samuel Adams. Like tired after a long day of being the man? Pour yourself a nice frosty glass of Sam Adams White Privilege. A beer enjoyed by America's majority. Side effects may include an inability to dance, trying to take over the world, and mispronouncing Spanish words at Mexican restaurants. I love carrying reading materials around in unique ways, you know? Like the other day I was walking and this guy came up to me, he's like, hey man, why are you pushing around a book in a wheelchair? And I was like, oh no, this isn't just any book. This is Christopher Reeve's memoir. Like, and it has a broken spine. Get out of my way, you insensitive bastard. He's like, wait, I don't understand. I was like, do I really have to explain it to you? I used to carry this book around on a horse. You think when horses play basketball, they try to spell the word human? Anyone? Anyone? Yeah, what else is here? I got in an Uber recently. And the Uber driver had like a box of a dozen donuts on her dashboard. I was like, are those donuts? And she goes, yeah, why? Do you want one? I said, pull the car over. And she goes, why? What's wrong? And I was like, there's no fucking way that I'm driving with an undercover cop. And I got out of the car and it was like 1-star rating, and some guy said world star and punched me in the back of the head. And she arrested us both, put us in the car, drove us to the police station. It wasn't that bad though, because technically at that moment, it became an Uber pool. Alright. Good crowd, good crowd. Some more people filing in. Does it smell like farts in the crowd? Yeah, it's like crop what? I was gonna say crop dusted, and then I had a stroke. Yeah. You guys want to hear a narc joke? Narc. Narc. I don't know, but when I find out, I'm gonna fucking kill him. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I right? Anyone? Yeah. I actually got pulled over by police the other day. And the officer's like, "Sir, do you realize how fast you were going?" I was like, "Officer, can't you see there's a woman in labor in my back seat?" And he goes, "What are you talking about? There's no one in your back seat." And then I go, "Oh, she must have escaped." Yeah. I went to a public restroom the other day, and I saw like this old black guy pissing in a urinal from very far away. And when he finished, he turned to me and went, "Still got it." I was like, "That's impressive." And he goes, "That's nothing. Back in my day, I could piss in a toilet from 3 rooms away." And I was like, wow, I had no idea that segregation was that bad. It was really bad. It was really bad. Can all agree with it. They say once you go black, you never go back. I wish that were true for presidents. Yeah. They also say don't cry over spilled milk, right? What if the spilled milk curdles, grows weird hair, grabs a bunch of pussies, and becomes leader of the free world? Okay to cry then? Anyone? Yeah. Anybody else feel like their iPhone is smarter than they are? It's like one upgrade away until it becomes sentient, and it's judging all your Google searches. It's like, really, you're 30 years old and you still don't know how to tie? Do you type in is mashed potatoes a legume? Do you type in how much lasagna do I need to feed my cat before it learns to speak English? Do you type in how to resuscitate my cat? Do you just type in where can my friend buy new cats? Yeah, my old age have become kind of like a sleuth for discounts, right? Some would say that I have a nose that knows where to find the dealios. For instance, anyone in the audience ever stuck their dick in the fish tank of a Red Lobster? Cheapest circumcision on the market, right? Later, some guy gets his lobster meal, is like, "Oh look, honey, it seems the chef accidentally dropped the calamari on the plate." She goes, "That's no calamari." Then an Hasidic Jewish rabbi walks up and goes, "This is the most unkosher meal I've ever seen. I banish you both to Jewish hell." And she goes, "But we're not even Jew." And they disappear in a puff of smoke. And they're forced to watch Woody Allen movies for the rest of eternity. It's Jewish hell. You guys think a Jewish transformer would just be an ATM machine? Only accepts deposits. It's okay, I'm allowed to make these kinds of jokes because I look like Barry Manilow fucked a gefilte fish. Listen, I gotta wrap this up. So, I went to Walmart recently, and I saw a mentally retarded person, so I automatically assumed that he worked there. And I went up to him, I was like, "Hey man, do you know where the socks department is?" And he goes, "I don't work here." I said in a much funnier sounding voice. And I was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to offend, I'm really sorry." And I went and I turned the corner, and this woman saw me, and she comes up to me, and she goes, "Sir, do you know where the socks department is?" Thank you.
Jerry May! He works at Walmart! Alright, your next guy coming to the stage, you see the DCM crowd, one of my favorites in the city. Put your hands there for the very, very funny Brittany Party!
I know.